All right, 2 Leslie, the prequel to 3 Leslie. So at the very beginning of my copy, it just says Momentum Pictures. So make sure you got your subtitles. What else can I say? Everybody ready? Spaghetti. 3, 2, 1. Should I grab a different drink? Well, you're gonna have to fucking catch up, bitch. I've heard the performance is the only notable part. I don't care. I'm curious to see what this is. So, Buck Damon. To Lesby. Got her. Andrea Riseborough. Andrea Riseborough. Great performance so far. Interesting editing choice. Six years. Oh shit! This is about somebody who's like fucked up their life on a lottery. This is awesome. I've always wanted to kind of see this explored. Yeah, there's a lot. Most people who win the lottery are in like a worse position after they win the lottery than they were before. Like winning the lottery fucks up people's lives. There's some crazy Reddit threads about this shit. It's a really interesting, actually. Loving the editing so far. Liking the oh fuck abrupt. See, that was a really interesting choice. Not immediately showing that. That's really cool from like a particular angle. I mean, yeah, $200,000 is not enough to last you forever. People still, even if you win like $20 million, people still manage to fuck that up. You know, there's like very few people that are like, oh, I'm actually just going to continue my goals in life, but now I have like a better safety net, which is like the smart thing to do. I mean, a lot of people that are like desperate enough to need a lottery win like that are not planning that far ahead, you know? That's got to be embarrassing because, like, when you win, it's so public too. Because they have to publish the lottery winners just so they can prove that people are winning, you know? And then it's like everybody knows you have money, and then just to see that, like, just fucking fizzle up too. Like, you had the opportunity to invest, and yeah, it's fucked. I like the costumes and makeup too. It feels very authentic. Isn't there a way to collect your winnings anonymously? Depends on your country. Depends on your state. Most lotteries are like provincial or statewide, right? And there's different regulations for each. I think maybe in some countries you can collect anonymously. I think there was one guy in like China that wore like a weird mask so that no one would know. You have to like show up and take a picture, but maybe you can wear a mask sort of thing. Does Georgia do a lottery? Because I know that they like gambling's illegal, so it'd be funny if they did have a state lottery. Damn. Is that a towel? You're a towel. Yeah, you can't sports gamble in Georgia. People just drive to like Tennessee for like they drive like a couple hours to like pass the border and then place a bet and then drive back and watch the game. It's fucking stupid. Like literally, that's what you do in Georgia. You just drive across the border and place a bet and come back. Isn't that fucked? So stupid. There's so many state laws that don't work in the US just because you can just drive to the other state. That's why you can't keep guns out of Illinois. I like the progression of her like bruise too. It's a nice way to show passage of time, and you can still tell that it was there, you know? Yeah, the United States is not united. It would be nice to win the lottery, but you know, I don't buy tickets often enough, and even if I did, I wouldn't win. So I mean, I won the lottery by being like a white person born in like North America also, you know. There's plenty of ways we've all won the lottery, you know. My fursona is brown, so maybe I'm not white. I think I get cred, right? I think that's my N-word pass. Does Cat BF let me have the N-word pass? I've never asked him, and I've never felt compelled to say the N-word. So he doesn't say it around me. I don't say it around him. So it's kind of like an unspoken. Like I've never felt like I have to ask him. So it's just kind of like an unspoken understanding. Well, I mean, like everybody has intrusive thoughts. Well, maybe not as much as me. If I see like a baby in a stroller, I'm thinking like, how can I push that over? But I don't do it. Like next to a fucking subway, I'm like, wouldn't it be fucking awful if I did this? So of course I've thought about saying the N-word as just a bad thing you can do. I'm like, wow, everybody would be really upset if I said this right now. And I just try to like repress those thoughts. Just every intrusive thought, you know? And I'm just hoping that my mind doesn't deteriorate when I'm older to the point where like my intrusive thoughts just win. You know? He needs some milk. Yeah, some people are just I feel like I'm plagued. I've actually gotten a lot better and I haven't even realized it until now. I'm plagued with a lot less intrusive thoughts than I used to be just because I'm just more comfortable and happier now. Wow. Yeah, I've just been much less stressed out over the past year, and so I've not had as much anxiety causing intrusive thoughts. I'm gonna have to speak at my brother's wedding later this year. What if I what if I dropped an N-bomb, you know? Like like shit. I will not take benzos. Not that I've ever done that on benzos or anything. Yeah, I mean, what's the girl who has Tourette's on Twitch? Like she has an N-word pass. Really? Like legit. You can't fucking fault her for that shit, you know? Sweet Anita. Yeah, I like her. She's dope. Yeah, you can you got the N-word pass from a doctor. I've there was a point in time in like, I don't know, 2015 previous where it seemed to be the general consensus that if you were saying the N-word without referring to a black person as the N-word and you were just saying it like quoting someone else that said the N-word, that was like okay, which I don't even disagree with, but it just seems like over time people have been like, no, that's not okay. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not confrontational, so I'm not going to do that. I used to. There's like old instances of me saying that because I thought it was just like, you know, fine to say in the context of describing the word. But since then, I've just been like, yeah, I don't. you know, if it's just gonna make someone mad, why do it? Because it's not that big of a deal for me to say it. Even though I still agree on principle that like a word in of itself, absent of context, shouldn't um, be the end all be all. The context matters. Like you're not going to cancel an actor playing a racist person saying the N word. You know, you're not going to cancel people that acted in Django Unchained. Like no, like obviously there's a context in which you can say it. Whenever I look at like any character, real life or fictional, suffering through substance abuse problems, and it's set in the United States in particular, it just reminds me of just like how fucking abandoned people are in this country. If people just had better social safety nets, like this wouldn't be as much of an issue. People wouldn't feel as desperate. If people weren't just kind of like left to, just the fuck you got mine mentality here. It exists in Canada too. I'm not saying it's like particular to the United States. I mean, it is particular, but it's not as bad in Canada. But like, fuck, it should be improved everywhere. She didn't fight back very hard. She kind of knew. Wow. Whoa. Playing that card too. I'm your mother. Oh, it's true. Oh, fuck. His performance is really good too. Ooh. Really reserved music choices too. It's not like ruined by some like sappy score at the moment, you know? He does look older than 20, 100%. Yeah. So, I don't know. My Sight and Sound Top 250 score? What do you mean? How do you give that a score? Am I rating the list? It doesn't have any fucking Hanky Chan on it. So that's a negative, but how many have I seen? Oh, I don't know. I've seen the most important one. So, Jeannie Dealman. I love how I don't. Whenever I get people to participate in my April Fool's videos, I'm like, I don't coach them on how to say it. And the only one who pronounced it correctly so far is Tyrone. Charlie didn't understand it. Gian. Tyrone killed it too. I fucking love him. Damn. He is the biggest man. Yeah. I don't think Charlie would like Jean Dielmont, but it's cool that he made a moist meter on it. That's one of my favorite videos I made. Was moist meter Jean Dielmont. Quai du Commerce, 1080, Bruxelles. I love that Tyrone fucking schooled everybody on French pronunciation. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't realize how good he was at French. But that makes me understand more about him. Yeah. Those are the two best ones, the 1996 and the Jean Dielmont moist meter. They do speak French in a lot of African countries, yes. But of course. Oh, I love him. You know what else I love about him? He always seems to really enjoy the scripts that I write him. And the 1996 one, he just asked, he's like, "Hey, can I put this on my channel?" He liked it so much that he just wanted to upload it and share it with people. I should plan my April Fool's thing because I got a month and a half to do it. Shit. Always sneaks up on me. The Black Adam video was not an April Fool's video. Although it would have been perfect if it came out on April Fool's. That was a good video, yeah. Wow. I don't recognize him actually. What else is he in? He was in Get Out. Oh. He voiced Bill in King of the Hill? That's awesome. Really? Wow. I like Bill. Man, you know what's fucking weird about this shit? Like, I watch a movie like this, and it could be, by the end of the movie, it could be like the most boring, like from now until the end of the movie, it could be the most boring thing ever, and it would still be better than Nomadland. You know? And I'm just like, why did that movie blow up in particular? Why did Nomadland blow up in particular? This feels similar. You know, like struggle. Like, is it because Frances McDormand was in that one? Like, was it just the star power? This is like a character, you know, poverty, tragedy. I haven't seen American Honey yet. I like Andrea Arnold, but 3-hour runtime, you know. Did I try watching that? Do I have a rating for that? Did I try watching American Honey? 2016. Oh, I gave it a 7. So I did watch it. And I think I have it in my watch a second time for the 2016 list. No, I don't. So I liked it, but not enough to include on my list. Yeah, that sounds about right. Shia is kind of a piece of shit. I haven't seen Get Out in a while. I have the 4K Blu-ray though. These types of bars, I don't know how many of you have been in this kind of a bar. It's definitely an aesthetic. Man, I would love to take Alex to something like this, you know? I don't think there's bars like this in the, like, they got pubs, but I don't think they got the fucking twain diddle down there, barrel. Get my gun in the truck, man. Get, you know? I would love to take him to something like that. Huh. She is 10 years older than me. I just looked up her age. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Bruh. Oh, no. That's funny. Yeah, really great performance. Not as great as Kate Blanchett. There's something very subtle missing about the drunk performance, which is notoriously difficult to capture from actors. Still deserves the nomination for sure. Kate Blanchett in what? Tar. The one she's nominated for this year. Sorry. I thought we were all on the same page about that. Tar's fantastic. You should watch it. I'm not going to do a watch along for it because I saw it in theaters. Tar's my favorite movie of 2022. I have not seen Barry, no. Anna de Armas getting nominated for Best Actress is because they feel bad for her for being in the movie. Tar, Banshees, everything in that order. Does Tar have a 4K release? Surprisingly, yes. I have the 4K Blu-ray. Yeah, that was a short film. I like that the camera movements here are also as kind of unbalanced as she is, too. I like that about the scene. Do you need weed to sleep? Yeah. Weed keeps me up. I can't sleep on weed. I'm the exact opposite. My mind gets way too active. I get like way too introspective. Yeah, it's impossible for me to sleep on weed. A jus d'orange? Somebody in the comments section for my Elvis watch along, like, counted the cuts in the movie. And I was like, wow. How many? I don't remember, but it was like one cut every 5 seconds or some shit. Go check the comments section. Well, let me know what I missed because I'm about to pee. This seems important, though. I don't know. Four-hour Elvis cut if released? No. I'd watch the fucking 6-hour blonde cut, though. That movie was funny as fuck. Is she peeing? Shit. I don't want to miss this. What is she doing? Damn. I thought that said Squanch Market. I was like, Justin. Oh, shit. Is she going to whore? Dang it. Damn, this is sad. You know, I'm fucking astonished that more people don't just love McDonald's the way that I do. I know that's not McDonald's, but the fries from McDonald's are bad. I don't like the fries. Nuggies are fine. They're not like great food or anything, but wow. I wouldn't even say a new batch and hot are great. So here's the McDonald's fry hack that Vexel told me. Is if you on your order you order them without salt. then they have to make a new batch because they salt everything except the ones that they don't put salt on, and then you just take salt packets or a salt shaker at home and then just put salt on, and then you for sure got a new batch because they have to do that. They can't just give you the old fries because those already have salt on them. That's a Gael McDonald's hack. All right, I'm gonna pee real quick. Damn, I'm interested in this movie. It always feels like an inappropriate time to pee. Just pause it. Go fuck yourself. You're stupid. You don't get it. Damn. Wow, he just did that. Fuck. I literally hooked up a friend with a job at a storage facility, and they were too drunk to show up to work despite living at the facility. And at that, yeah, I don't talk to that person anymore. Like, you literally, my friend that like ran the place, like, vouched for him. Nah, yeah. He was like drumming for me while I was still like doing like jam sessions and stuff. Yeah, they were living there and still couldn't show. Like they literally were they just got shit faced, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like I literally hooked you up with his job. They were also the drummer for Carly Rae Jepsen before she blew up. So that's like two successful people he was associated with that he just couldn't maintain a relationship with because he just couldn't control his alcoholism. So that's fucking depressing, isn't it? He was literally the drummer for Carly Rae Jepsen before she blew up. She's also from Vancouver. Where is he now? I don't know. Probably drinking. Don't spend it on booze. Don't do it. Why is he being so nice? Because he feels bad for her. Oh no. Is she gonna do the thing that my fucking friend that I hooked up with a job did? She's gonna just get shit faced and not be functional the next day? Yep. Yeah, she is. Fuck, this is literally just shit that I've experienced. Oh, God. It was so embarrassing. That's like, there's like 2 different times where I like hooked a friend up with a job because I had another friend that like owned a business or something. Another friend ran a restaurant and they just like didn't show up and just like called in sick. Like, fuck, like, why did I vouch for you? Like, why are you being like that reflects so poorly on me? It's literally happened more than once. Like, I give people like opportunities to better their lives and that apparently they just don't want it. Like, fuck. It's so frustrating. All right, I'm gonna pee real quick. Uh, shit, bitch. Yeah, you're gonna make that excuse, really? Fuck. I'm not gonna rewind. Don't worry about it. You know, and what's particularly crazy about this type of person, like a lot of people blow their money on bars. Like that's the least economical. Like if you're looking to get drunk, bars are so much more expensive than just like, but people feel like the social aspect, I guess, is something that they seek out because they're lonely and just depressed. Some states sell Everclear. This is a 7 so far for sure. Oh yeah. He doesn't even say anything. He knows. She knows. Yeah. 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 Sure. I like the distance of this shot. There's a lot to like feel about her like distance from other people emotionally. The song playing too. Yeah. I like the shot a lot. Yeah. Smoking indoors. Is this shot on film? Seems like it, doesn't it? Under 1 million? Yeah, I mean, seems like a less than 5 million movie. I'm glad it. Yeah, I'm glad it got some fucking attention. That's really cool. Shit. Damn. This is a great scene. Yeah, the vocal delivery there was awesome. Crumpets in Canada? I don't even remember what they are. Someone asked me earlier in YouTube chat what fries I like. I like the Five Guys fries because they use peanut oil, and I like the way that peanut oil tastes on fries. In fact, I think the fries are the only thing that I really like from Five Guys. People say that their burgers are amazing. I'm not like a burger guy, but I like their fries a lot. Beta, don't use your fucking fingers. Learn how to throw up like a real horse. I'm not bored by this movie yet. If it becomes boring, we'll see. But yeah, she's not gonna win, right? That'd be interesting, but Earn that $7 an hour. Marka. What state's she in? Texas? Jeannie Dealman. It is Texas. Okay. Yeah, that's it. No finger. Texas is like worse Alberta. No beautiful skies. No infrastructure for freezing weather. I mean, I've been to Austin and that was cool. There's some cool shit in Austin. I've never been to Dallas, but that's where Texas Furry Fiesta is, so I might go there at some point. Do people go to RTX anymore after the fucking whole company got canceled? Is RTX still a thing? The Rooster Teeth convention. That's where my fair use thing was at. My Q&A. What a weird way to hang your fucking paintings. Like in front of each other? Overlapped? What the frick? There's so much other space on the wall. I don't like the wall. As in the fake wood wall here in this room. Get some benzos, bitch. Get some benzos. Damn it. Yeah, there you go. Good going. Don't mix it with opium. Oh, this is great. This is a very interesting song choice for this, but it actually kind of works. This is like pretty interesting. Throw up for an entire night. I mean, you can be nauseous for an entire night, not like constantly throwing up, but like in that state. Damn, cigarettes too, you know. When you're like getting fucking blackout drunk every night, like that can fuck you up. Like 6 years in a row, like holy shit. Like even my like alcohol use, like I got physical withdrawals even though I was always like in control, you know. Um Now I drink like maybe 3 days a week instead of every day, but this being one of those days. The weekend. The Quiet Girl, I got a Blu-ray rip. Is what I did. Poopies. Ik cre. Haha, la 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 la, funny poopies. Cheers to this movie about uncontrollable alcoholism. Am I planning another one after this? I don't think so. I'll see what my boyfriend's up to. Maybe some shorts. 'Tis a hard seltzer, yes. Are you gonna pay me $10 an hour, which was clearly your starting wage, before you lowballed me because I'm a junkie, an Alco junkie? That can happen. Flying Sailor end of the year list, maybe. We can still have a poll for the next movie, even if I can't do it. Hmm. You know, Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris would be perfect because then if my boyfriend comes home, we can just shut it off. If we just started a movie that we're not really intending on finishing. That would be like the perfect time to start. If he doesn't come back before this movie's over, then I guess we're gonna do Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, right? I'm gonna have another quick pee. Ed Harris Goes to Paris. I'm still standing. If she face planted, that would be better. Just turned into a weird slapstick moment. Uh-huh. Bad lyric. Fucking two-step shit. I'm still mad that they taught this in school for me in Alberta. They taught like line dancing. I'm like, that's like propaganda. That's like indoctrination. Yeah. In Alberta, they taught line dancing as part of like the gym curriculum. Like, like that shit. Because they were the Texas of the North. That's why. Yeah, it's fucked. I doubt they did that in BC schools. Yeah, there's no good reason for it. Yeah. I'm mad about that actually. Fucking heteronormative indoctrination. No, Quebec probably had like Quran burning. Whoa! Technically. Yeah, it would be nice to fix my knee. I should get an MRI. Whoa. True. Well, we're all white trash down here. Wow. Is that Allison Janney? I've heard the name a million times and never associated it to a face. Okay, that's her. She is good, yeah. What was the movie last year where? Oh yeah, there was like a song nominated for it. It had like Mila Kunis and whatever, and it was about like, oh, I'm undependable and I'm on drugs also. That was such a worse version of this. This seems so much more genuine. 4 Good Days, yeah, yeah. Like fuck, that movie was unbearable and just so phony. Whereas this just seems like coming from a real place and like just so sensible in how it's made and how they present information and just the editing choices. And I like this, yeah. Shit. Wow. They said the title. That email. Mm-hmm. The static on the TV is like a nice aesthetic to like the tone of that scene as well, of that shot. I don't remember what that was parodying in South Park Sonics. But I remember it in South Park. Thank you. XVYRBZ. Have I suffered from acne? Yeah, when I was like 13, I had a lot. I am enjoying this, yeah. To me, it's a high 7, and we're mostly through the film. We're over 3/4 through. Aw, thank you. Well, hope you can curb your opiate addiction. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. We all go through some shit, you know? I mean, yeah, there's no reason why Nomadland should have been as popular as it was and not this. Like, really? I just don't get it. There were some nicer, wider shots in Nomadland. You know, the cinematography was a bit better, but the cinematography in this film was more motivated. You know? Like, sure, there wasn't as much like eye candy in this film, but I can see things in how they present it and like how it's edited where I'm like, yeah, that's reflective of the character. Like, there's more sensible choices in this film in terms of how the film is presented. And it's like, okay, well, what is cinematography? Is it just lighting? No. It's how the film is presented. It's how you choose to show things. I mean, yeah, you don't have to feel weird for like not enjoying it as much, because like this is also there's a personal aspect to this too. Like I feel like I connect a lot with um, films that earnestly portray some sort of like addiction struggle. Um, if it's not like, you know, a fucking fluffy dumb piece of shit movie like what was that called? 4 Good Days. You know, like it feels like it's from someone who has had experience with this and wants to like share something close to them. So and is competent enough. You know, there's good choices in this film. It's a really sensibly made movie, um, and especially for the budget. If you're telling me it was under $1 million, like that's fucking insane for this film. It's very commendable for like what this is. Yeah, heaven knows what is a good movie. Go Safdies. But yeah, they found like a real woman who was like dealing with addiction, and they just put her in the movie, right? They just found a woman from New York. Thank you, Spoodersaurus. Some people thought I was bullshitting with my tweet, like, "Oh, you're coping because people are bullying you on the internet." When you said, like, the less people that understand you, the more it connects you with people that do. But I was entirely serious. Like, it's a like accurate philosophy that I've um, grown into. You know, like those people are fucking stupid, and yeah, it's good to like they don't matter. They don't understand. It's fine. There's people that do. Twitter's not even annoying anymore. It's just fascinating to me. It's fine. Like just some people with very sad lives trying to convince themselves that other people are also as sad as them. I think I heard someone coming home. My cat BF might be here, so we might have to skip Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris tonight. We shall see if he enters. Uh-oh. That's a good shot. And it's yeah, like the way things are shown visually, it like lines up with how things are thematically for the character. Like her kind of like peering into the outside world like that, you know, like it's not just a situational literal shot. It's also kind of like a motif for like her internal struggle to the world, you know? Director's film debut? Yeah, I'm gonna watch whatever they make next. This is great. Yeah, it's a very intelligently directed film, and I'm connecting with it a lot. Well, we all got to start somewhere, Electrica. There's some people I like that directed 13 Reasons Why episodes. Didn't Greg Araki direct like some 13 Reasons Why? Don't cut yourself. Don't cut yourself. Bad ending. You can slice an artery. Shit. Aw. 10 months. A baby. Lee's Diner. Nice. That's cool. It's realized. This is nice. I like this. Replaces it with like windshield wiper fluid and just kills him. Like bleach. What? Smell it, yeah. It's not even good, you know. I couldn't imagine being an alcoholic without like good tasting drinks, you know. I couldn't imagine drinking alcohol like purely just bang for your buck, like gotta get shit faced. Like I like I at least make cocktails. I'm at least interested in mixology, you know, I can rationalize it that way. I feel like a certain drink. She's really good at stealing things from people. I guess it's a skill she picks up. No. The cops? What do they want? Oh, never mind. You want some coffee? That's awesome. Great performance for that. I love the passive aggressive. Aw. That's sweet. It was such a nice and sweet way to end it. Yeah, perfect. Lovely little character moments. What's the next one? Well, I'm gonna figure out if my boyfriend's home or not, and if he's not, then we're gonna watch some bits of Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. I guess we're gonna start the first 5 minutes of that and then shut it off or something. Like I don't know. Aw, that's so sweet. And she was saying she used to like cook and clean. You know, it's like a part of her like caregiving nature to like open up a restaurant. You know, something that was like a part of her. I'll explain in a second, Olivia. We're almost at the credits. So the way that they could have handled that information of the like Oh, I want to open a diner. They could have revealed that at the very beginning, and it would have been so obvious that that was going to be the ending. If they showed that footage at the very if they weren't intelligent about how they revealed that information, and they showed the whole news clip at the beginning, then it would be just like fucking obvious, like, oh, I guess she's gonna get the diner at the end. But the fact that they reserved that information and didn't tell us until close to the end made it feel like so much more natural. And it came after her saying, yeah, like it showed like the building, and you couldn't exactly tell like what she was thinking when she saw the building. And um yeah, like that those like character moments of her being like, "Oh, I used to cook and clean," sort of thing. Like you can tell that it's like a part of her, um, and just like what she would like to be doing at her core. Um, yeah, that was awesome. I like that a lot. I'm gonna give that a low 8. Closer to a 7 than a 9. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah. Like the really intelligent and sensible choices bump it up a lot. Like it could be something that you could just like categorize as any other like, oh, like sappy kind of like, oh, you're just trying to be like a Darren Aronofsky tragedy story. But this kind of stands out because you can tell that there's like real like thought and care not only put into the characters, but in terms of especially how things are shown. And that's what I like about movies is like how things are shown. Not just what's shown, but how things are shown. And that's something that this movie did really well. So he's directed a lot of TV shit before this. Wow. And this is his first feature film. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll check out this director in the future. Wow. Yeah, I like this a lot. That was awesome. I'm gonna see if my boyfriend's home. Andrea. Well, I don't think she was the best performance of the year. I'm still gonna give that to Cate Blanchett. She deserves the nomination though. It was really, really fantastic. My one criticism would be like during, you're playing a drunk character. That's something that's notoriously difficult for actors to portray, and she didn't quite get it, but she still did a fantastic job. There were parts where I'm like, oh yeah, like the speech was like perfect for a drunk character. She didn't quite get the physicality of it. And so, mild criticism with the performance, whereas Cate Blanchett, zero criticism. There's literally a flawless performance with her. So got to give it to Cate for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if she won for this because, like, underdog sort of thing. Not a huge studio campaign. Yeah, if anybody's curious about the controversy, let me visit an archived version. Oops. Of this page so that I don't have to pay ad money. There we go. All right. Supporting work in Birdman, blah, blah, blah. Grassroots campaign that utilized the famous connections of Riseborough. To Leslie director Michael Morris and Morris's wife, actor Mary McCormick. Following backlash to the nomination, the Academy announced that it would be investigating the nominations process. Though it did not specifically call out Riseborough's surprise not at the time, the Academy later confirmed that it convened to discuss To Leslie's campaign. In a statement released Tuesday, the Academy announced that it had decided not to retract the nomination, as if that was something that they were considering. That's so fucked up. So what was controversial about it? Let's see. While studios often, though not always, fund aggressive Oscar campaigns leading up to the nominations, including mailings to Academy members, private screenings, billboards, and ad buys, and aggressive media pushes and print and on talk shows, to Leslie didn't have a major studio behind it to fund such an operation. Riseborough did not appear on the cover of magazines leading up to the nomination voting window, nor did she make the rounds on daytime television. Instead, Morris and his wife reportedly took matters into their own hands and called all the actors they knew who might have connections in the Academy. Only members of the actors branch in the Academy vote for the nominations in the acting category, so they focused on actors like Charlize Theron, Kate Winslet, Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, and more, reaching out personally and asking them to watch To Leslie and consider Riseborough's performance. Los Angeles Times reports that Morris and Riseborough worked with publicists at Shelter PR who teamed up with the actor's publicist and called the director's network of celebrity friends throughout the holidays, right before voting for Oscar nominations. Voting for Oscar nominations was going to start. The result was a massive wave of support from Riseborough's peers. Gwyneth Paltrow reportedly hosted a screening of the film in January. Demi Moore, Kate Winslet, and Amy Adams were enlisted to lead post-screening Q&As as voting was taking place. Others like Edward Norton, Helen Hunt, and Susan Sarandon reportedly championed Riseborough's performance on social media. Cate Blanchett even gave her a shout-out at the Critics' Choice Awards. Given the fact that award shows are known for being a popularity contest, this might not sound out of the ordinary. Of course, people want to support their friends, and even actors who benefit from the massive PR machine leading up to the awards season acknowledge the unfair advantage studio films have over independent movies. However, not everyone sees Riseborough's nomination as a victory for word-of-mouth campaigns. In the week after the nominations were announced, some speculated that the campaign might have broken Academy rules against lobbying members for nominations or votes. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine just how fucked up that is? The one nomination that doesn't have like gigantic amounts of money and studio backing and like basically bribes behind it. They're like, we got to investigate. Like, oh, we got to investigate this one. Go fuck yourself. That's so fucking stupid. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. The only grassroots nomination. Like the reason I'm thinking of Ending Things wasn't nominated for anything, even though it should have been nominated for, I don't know, every category, like almost every category, is because Netflix didn't campaign for it. The Academy didn't even realize that the movie existed because Netflix didn't campaign for it. Netflix forgot about the movie, so the Academy didn't even remember that the movie existed. And so an unfortunate reality about the Oscars, like you can literally just, this is well documented, is that the films that get nominated, it's not just, oh, these are the best movies of the year. It's these have campaigns pushed towards the Academy by the studios with a lot of money and like fancy dinners and, you know, like, ooh, special screenings and access and blah, 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 blah. All these favors attached to it. Like, it's not real, right? So fuck yeah to Leslie. Fuck yeah, Andrea Riseborough, if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Like, this is what nominations should be. They should be like, hey, you did a great performance. Like, maybe we should recognize that. Not like, oh, we've got a lot of money and there's a performance great in our movie and we want to, you know, we want to see a return on this investment. So let's fund some money into this as a business decision, being like, oh yeah, we'll make more money back from the gamble of whether or not we're going to be featured at the Oscars as a nomination. We're going to make back more money than we're spending promoting this to the Academy members. Like, go fuck yourself. So annoying. So yeah, it's crazy that this is a thing. But wow. All right. Last month, the Academy announced it would be conducting a review of the nominations process per deadline to ensure that no guidelines were violated and to inform us whether the changes to the guidelines may be needed in a new era of social media and digital communication. Oh yeah, use social media. As if that would be considered to be against the rules. That's fucked. This vague statement is in line with what had been reported that the Academy was looking into the Riseborough campaign and social media posts to boost visibility, specifically by asking other celebrities and Academy members to boost the film on Instagram and Twitter if they liked it. Like, who is the fucking asshole who said we should investigate that? My money, Steven fucking Spielberg. And that's kind of a joke, but remember how much of a dick he was about Netflix? Like, you shouldn't be able to win an award if you're Netflix. This fucking guy wouldn't be surprised, you know? Oh, Steven Spielberg. You got to be crazy if you don't relate to his recent film. You got to be just a wild, crazy person, yeah. A report from Vanity Fair theorized that the campaign might have violated the Academy rule against lobbying, which states contacting Academy members directly and in a manner outside the scope of these rules is to promote a film or achievement for the Academy Award consideration is expressly forbidden. There are also rules that limit the amount of mail and email sent to Academy members and the content of such mailings. For example, mailings may not include pleas to watch the film or extolling the merits of a film, an achievement, or an individual. Other rules forbid organizing luncheons or screenings specifically for Academy members to boost a film, which McCormack, the director's wife, allegedly did. However, it is possible that these rules only apply to film companies and people directly associated with the film. McCormack is neither. That's very interesting. That gives a bit more perspective, actually, and that makes me retract my harsh reaction to this a bit. Because they do have rules against, like, you can't be a producer on the film and email them and being like, yo, make this film win. The last that I heard about this, it was with Nicolas Chartier, whose controversies on Wikipedia have mysteriously vanished from an IP address in Los Angeles. Weird. Who was banned from attending the Oscars for the Hurt Locker because he was emailing Academy members saying, like, "Oh, you have to make this film win." His other controversies also include, him. What's the word? Blackmailing people who pirated the Hurt Locker. Look into that one. That's fucking crazy. Somehow got removed from Wikipedia. That's a weird, suspicious moment. Let's see. So yeah, I understand from that perspective, if they have rules against people associated with the film contacting members of the Academy, then yeah. So I can see why this is a gray area. So the way that this was communicated to me from, like, people on my subreddit, I'm glad that I'm reading into this now because my perspective is, like, it is a bit more nuanced than I originally thought. The way that this was communicated to me was like, oh yeah, this grassroots thing is being looked into specifically because of that, which, reading the first few paragraphs of it really feels like that, but you can understand why they have those rules, and you could understand why someone would think that those rules were maybe violated with people that are kind of not really associated with the film reaching out to potential, like, Academy voters. So, but then like, the real question is, what even is a 4-year consideration campaign? Because it's my understanding that distributors and studios will, cozy up with Academy voters in a way where it's like, oh, we're not, like, specifically asking you to vote for our movie, but we're making us be, like, best friends. Like lobbying in the United States, where it's like, oh, we're not saying, oh, we're funding your campaign to specifically vote on this issue, but that if you're giving them money and that you're being friendly with them, that they'll, like, support you on that. That you've kind of earned their trust in that way. So this is interesting either way. Let's see. In their statement regarding the investigation of the campaign, the Academy did not specify what rules they suspected to Leslie's team to have broken. However, they noted, "We did discover social media and outreach campaigning tactics that caused concern." The statement continued, "These tactics are being addressed with the responsible parties directly. It's likely has to do with a rule mentioning other nominees in promotional material, or attempting to cast a negative or derogatory light on a compelling film or achievement." What? As reported by Variety, the official To Leslie Instagram account came under scrutiny for a post that seemingly singled out Riseborough's performance in contrast to Blanchett's. Ooh, that's interesting. The post has since been deleted. Actor Frances Fisher has also gotten some backlash for specifically naming other actresses competing for the nomination in her pro-Riseborough Instagram post. Okay, so this is not what... Okay, I'm glad I read into this, because what I repeated on the podcast, that's a much more simplified version than what actually happened. I'm glad that this is why I look into things, Remember the Kimba video? You actually want to, like, read what you're talking about, so you're not, like, just repeating information, just being full of shit. Let's see. Instagram, Frances Fisher. Let's see. British actress Andrea Riseborough is using largely her own money to bring attention to the small little scene indeed to Leslie, which premiered at Raves South by Southwest last March. And according to IMDb, has garnered a worldwide gross of $27,000 since its October release through Momentum Pictures. She won a high praise for her performance in Single West Texas Mother, who began blah, 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 blah. I'm just trying to read the part where she singles out another. Oh, here we are. So in the comments to this, in the description to this post, it says, seems to be that Viola, Michelle, Danielle, and Kate are a lock for their outstanding work. So was that the mere mention of them? I can see why there was an investigation. I can see why there was an investigation. And yes, I would like this to be a highlight. I will send you the raw footage for this soon. I'm still recording on this. This is very interesting. Well, I can understand from both perspectives, because the Academy is trying to maintain their status quo and the rules. Obviously, there's rules that they have to have. Nicolas Chartier is a piece of shit. I'm glad he was banned from the Oscars for that year, because he's an absolute, in my opinion, because he's known for going after people legally. In my opinion, he's a piece of shit. These rules exist. So I can understand from that perspective. But at the same time, I also understand from To Leslie just having like no money and needing to find a way, like, okay, we know that we have a performance here that should be nominated for the Oscars. We know that we have something that quality-wise, talent-wise should be recognized on a large scale. You can say what you want about the Oscars or the Academy, but it does provide a platform. It does provide opportunities. Getting Oscar nominated means something in business terms, career success, and I thought the performance was great. I thought she should be recognized. And so, if you're an independent production and you don't have, Disney or Netflix or whoever literally campaigning for your movie to make the Academy notice you, then you might need to do other things. You might need to make a grassroots campaign, and perhaps they didn't fully research every single detail of every rule about what they were allowed to do when they were doing it. That seems a lot more genuine and legitimate and actual grassroots than Nicolas Chartier, who was already nominated, saying, "Hey, make sure this wins," or whatever the fuck he did. Fucking asshole. He's mostly if it was just that, I wouldn't be calling him an asshole. In my opinion, he's an asshole. But it's his blackmailing of people that pirated the Hurt Locker, like trying to fleece them out of like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, or whatever happened. I'm gonna have to, not fact checking that right now, but look it up. Look it up. In my opinion, allegedly. Anyway. So yeah, I'm glad we looked this up, and I will just read the last bit of this article. It's exciting to think that the Oscars might be less beholden to big studio-funded campaigns, as this, in theory, could open up the Academy Awards to a more diverse pool of nominees. I agree. That's what's exciting about this nomination. However, as some suggested, it could also result in a more insular and, frankly, white Hollywood. Who said that? Power and influence are very valuable in the awards race, tweeted Vanity Fair's Rebecca Ford. And because of these systemic issues that still plague Hollywood, some of us have less access to those things. It's best to remember how that affects who gets lifted up by others. I mean, I get it. It's a little speculative. That's a kind of funny comment to throw in there, but yeah, whatever. Riseborough's nomination has also received backlash from critics who had hoped to see a more diverse set of Oscar nominees for Best Actress. Viola Davis, the Woman King. Danielle Deadwyler, Till. Oh, do I have to watch Till? Fuck. Damn it. both of whom did reportedly receive studio help with Oscar campaigns, didn't make the cut. Oh, okay, they weren't in the cut. Okay, there we go. The fact that the category is overwhelmingly white, coupled with Riseborough's surprise nomination, had some fans accusing the actor of taking Davis's or Deadweiler's spot. That's funny. It didn't help that Fisher, a member of the Academy, explicitly noted on her Instagram that Viola Davis, Michelle Yeoh, Danielle Deadweiler, and Cate Blanchett were a lock, implying that they didn't need support from voters, which turned out to be a miscalculation. The idea that Riseborough might have stolen a spot is both impossible to prove and a bit simplistic given the Academy's abysmal history of nominating actors of color. That said, the juxtaposition of Riseborough's nomination with the Davis and Deadweiler snubs calls into question whether a grassroots campaign would work for a black actor in Riseborough's position. You could always just have more than 5 nominations if you really wanted. You make your own fucking rules. It's your awards show. You could do whatever the fuck you want. You could have more than 5 nominations if you really want. But yeah, with people claiming that she stole a spot from like Viola Davis or some shit, I can see why the controversy was framed in this way. A majority of the Academy members reported to have helped bolster Riseborough's campaign are white women, a reflection of the almost all white winners of the Best Actress Oscar. As of 2022, Halle Berry remains the only woman of color to win that award. What the fuck? Really? Viola Davis was only supporting? Shit. That sucks. Whatever. I'm sure it'll change with time. Damn, it's crazy that's really? Best Actress only ever went to Halle Berry and also just everyone else was white? That's crazy. I didn't even realize that. Speaking with the Washington Post about her support with Riseborough, Winslet, who recently worked on a film with the actor, said that she was simply motivated to support a great performance. In our industry, female actors are profoundly supportive of each other, but that's rarely written about, she said. We all look out for each other. It's a nice sentiment, but if Riseborough's campaign becomes the new blueprint, it's worth asking which actors are giving and receiving this support. So that was a very interesting read, and thank you. What was the publication? New York, thecut.com. That was an interesting read. Thank you, whoever posted that. And I hope that my amount of commentary on this read justifies the fair use and nature of me reading the article. Yeah, that's so weird. I thought, because maybe I'm just thinking like, damn, I guess that category specifically, that's a weird one. I had no idea. Because we've had what's her name again? Nomadland. Who's the director? We got Chloe Zhao, who won director for Nomadland recently, and I was just like, oh yeah, that happened. But yeah, I guess Best Actress as a category. That one very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I guess I don't know what else to say about that. Great movie. Oh yeah, Eternals, yeah. That should have won every award. Great movie. To Leslie, would recommend it. Really enjoyed it. You can watch along with me. If you're watching on the Highlights channel right now, you can watch along to the film with me. Go into the YMS Watch-Alongs channel, because I just did a watch-along to it. Really enjoyed the movie, yeah. What else do I say? What was better, To Leslie or The Quiet Girl? They were both great in different ways. I don't know if I think probably The Quiet Girl was better, but To Leslie was like a low 8. The Quiet Girl was an 8. But yeah, doesn't matter. I'm going to see if my boyfriend's home. All right.